Plan your day with the East Tennessee Weather app. From video forecast weather updates to an interactive radar giving you past, current, and future radar of 2 hours to day part, 7 days, current conditions, access to the only 24-hour weather channel right here in East Tennessee, live weather cameras, and severe weather alerts from the National Weather Service. Download the app today to always stay in the know. This is East Tennessee Weather. Weather when you want it. And we sure hope you're having a great Friday. It is finally Friday. The cold air with us. We've seen some snow falling around parts of East Tennessee. Thanks for sharing your photos. I post those to social media. Again, this quick little clipper system is going to be in and out pretty quickly, but then all eyes on our Sunday forecast where we're talking about rain, snow, and freezing rain, a possibility. So if you need to get stuff done, tomorrow is going to be the day to do it because we're going to be sunny, quiet, chilly, and dry. But as I mentioned, all eyes on Sunday's forecast. We're going to break it down here at the lunch hour in all the details. We'll show you the big picture, then we'll bring it down to the local view and really walk you through what we're thinking, or what I'm thinking, I should say, for our Sunday storm system. So here we go. Lunchtime temperatures have been hovering in the 30s and 40s. It's been chilly, and we're not going to warm up a whole lot from here on out. Actually, we've pretty much hit our high temperatures for the day. Temperatures will probably start to slowly come on down, and we'll be in the 30s as we get into the evening hours. So if you have dinner plans here tonight, it's going to be chilly. The winds have been a little breezy and gusty. They're going to continue through the early afternoon and then begin to relax as we get into the evening hours and overnight tonight. And so it is going to be a chilly start to our Friday. Again, this weak little wave moves its way on through. We'll continue to see some more mountain snow showers, but we should start to see some gradual clearing as we continue to progress through the rest of the afternoon into the early evening hours. So that means it's going to be clear tonight, and that means it's going to be really cold Saturday morning. Not a lot of precipitation when we're talking rainfall or accumulated precipitation. But when you switch over to the snowfall product, we've seen a little bit of dusting of snow in locations, some flurries in other locations. Best chance of accumulated snow across the higher elevations where we'll see less than 3 inches likely. On the big picture, our next storm, the one that's heading our way on Sunday, is in the Pacific Northwest. And that's going to dive its way across the country. And as it does so, it's really going to interact with this cold Arctic air, scoop up a bunch of moisture from the Gulf of Mexico. Again, we'll bring this local here in just a minute, but again, 7 o'clock in the morning on Sunday could have some light freezing rain around the area, and then as we progress through the day, that switches over to an all-rain event because temperatures will come up just ahead of the cold front. I think temperatures will continue to warm all day Sunday through about 10 to midnight, and then we'll come on down, and that's going to reinforce that colder air as we get into our Sunday. So that's kind of the general idea on the big picture of what we're talking about. Rainfall, Lexington south, snowfall, Lexington north, but just because we're talking rain, well, the atmosphere is cold. So we're actually talking freezing rain across much of the state of Kentucky, West Virginia, and again, right here in East Tennessee. When you look at the percentages, everybody's getting wet here as we get into our Sunday and into our Monday, and then we'll kind of quiet down. But again, when you add it all up, combine the rain, the freezing rain, the snow, we are talking about a big old winter mess Sunday into our Monday across much of our region. And then after that system, we'll stay rain-free, although cold, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. All right, let's bring it down to the local level, and let's walk you through all the details. This is a long forecast, but I really want to walk you through what we're thinking on Sunday. So let's pick up our timeline on Saturday night, 7 o'clock. We'll have clear skies. Clouds will be increasing Saturday night into Sunday morning. That plays a role. Depending on how fast the clouds move in, depends on how cold the atmosphere gets in the surface, right? Clouds at nighttime act like a nice little blanket. If they come in sooner, maybe we don't get quite as cold. But there's a caveat to that. Clouds come on in, a little initiation of precipitation on the leading edge of the warm front that's coming on through, that could produce some light freezing rain due to the fact that it is going to be cold. But as I mentioned, clouds at nighttime act like a nice little blanket, may keep our temperatures a little elevated for morning lows. However, clouds during the daytime keep us from heating up. And so if our temperatures are sub-freezing early Sunday morning, it may take a while before we could actually get this to switch over to all rain. So by 8 o'clock in the morning, freezing rain. 9 o'clock, freezing rain. 10 o'clock, freezing rain, but lifting its way northward. And likely even by noon, 11 to noon, still the possibility of some light icing. And again, it depends on how fast our temperatures come up during the day on Sunday. And then we'll just see some scattered rain chances throughout about 4, 5, 6, 7 o'clock. But by Sunday, 7 o'clock, here comes the frontal boundary. That's going to zip its way on through, and that's going to produce heavy rain Sunday night into Monday morning. All right, so rainfall forecast all the way through 7 o'clock Sunday night. Again, not a ton of precipitation through the day on Sunday. It's Sunday night into Monday morning that the heavy rain comes on through. But let's talk about the freezing rain. Sunday morning, likely not to have much activity by 7 o'clock. But it's coming in very shortly. So between 7, 8, 9, 10, and noon, freezing rain, Interstate 40 north and down along the central and southern Cumberland Plateau can't be ruled out, and upper East Tennessee along the Tennessee-Kentucky border. We're going to continue to see a little bit of freezing rain continuing throughout the day. Like I mentioned, a little bit of drizzle, some freezing rain, some light icing will continue north of Interstate 40 throughout most of the day on Sunday. And again, it's all dependent on the temperatures. So when we're talking freezing rain, what's happening is it's actually snowing in the clouds. But that snow comes through a very warm layer just above the surface, an inversion, if you will. So you get full melting. Now it's raining. But then we have that sub-freezing surface. Temperatures of 32 degrees or colder, very shallow. As that water comes through that cold layer, it doesn't have time to freeze or refreeze into sleet. So it actually is raining, but the surface is cold, and so you get instant freezing on top of the surfaces. Rooftops, backyards, roads, power lines, all those kind of things is what we are talking about. If this layer is a little bit thicker, maybe we end up with a little bit more sleet. If this layer is shallower, maybe it's just all in the form of just rain. Different perspective. You've got rain when you have a very warm layer, but as that warm layer gets a little bit more shallow, you get sleet, freezing rain, and then when it's all cold, you get snowfall. So that's what we're talking about for Sunday. Back behind that system, we're going to continue to stay on the chillier side, and temperatures are only expected to be in the 30s next week, and that trend may continue all the way through the middle part of the month. So as I mentioned at the beginning, download the East Tennessee Weather app, stay on top of the latest weather forecast every single day. It's your number one stop shop for weather right here in East Tennessee. But it does also travel across the country. All right, we sure hope you have a great day. Your next weather update's at 6 o'clock today. Probably not many changes from now through 6 o'clock. But I'll keep you up to date on the forecast through the weekend, so make sure you check back in. Also, I will be broadcasting live on Sunday morning at 8 a.m. So set your clocks and join us for the live broadcast talking about the possibility of freezing rain. Enjoy your Friday.